Today's session is all about trigonometric ratios of some particular angles. That means we know the value of angles and it is not beyond 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. That's all. And not just that, I'll give you tips to remember these values very easily. Though this table seems to be a very big one, but after watching this video, I'm sure remembering these values will not be a very big job for you. So here comes the life-changing tip that will make your life easy, and it will be very easy for you to remember the values of theta. You just have to calculate the values of root x upon 2, where x would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 for values of sin 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 respectively. So for sin 0, we'll have to calculate root 0 upon 2, that's going to be 0. For sin 30, we have to calculate root 1 upon 2, which will be 1 by 2. For sin 45, we have to calculate root 2 upon 2. And now if we multiply root 2 in numerator and denominator, we get 2 upon 2 root 2. 2 gets cancelled with 2 and we get 1 by root 2. For sin 60 degree, we have to write root 3 upon 2, which is going to be root 3 by 2 only. And for sin 90, we write root 4 by 2, which will be 2 by 2, and it gets cancelled and we get the value of sin 90 as 1. So now we'll use these values that we have derived with this small tip in our table, in the first column of our table, and I'll tell you how, just by remembering these values, how you can remember the entire table. So let's start. Let's note down the values of theta first in this table. So the values of theta are 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. And we have to find out the values of sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, which is sin upon cos theta, then cosec theta, which is reciprocal of sin theta, sec theta, which is reciprocal of cos theta, and lastly cot theta, which is reciprocal of tan theta or cos theta by sin theta. Now note down the values in the first column that we have derived using that simple trick. The values that we had got were 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. So these are the values of sin theta. And for cos theta, just see the values of sin theta from 90 degrees to 0 degree. That means whatever was the value of sin 90 degree will be the value of cos 0 degree. So it will be 1. So value of sin 60 will be the value of cos 30. So it is going to be root 3 by 2. Similarly, cos 45 would be 1 by root 2. So we have to go from down to up. Now 1 by 2, and then lastly for cos 90 with the value will be 0. As tan theta is sin theta upon cos theta, we have to simply divide the values of sin theta and cos theta. So 0 by 1 is 0, 1 by 2 upon root 3 by 2, 2 gets cancelled with 2 and we get 1 by root 3. For tan 45, 1 by root 2 upon 1 by root 2, so we get only 1. And for tan 60 degree, root 3 by 2 upon 1 by 2, 2's gets cancelled and we get root 3. For tan 90 degree, 1 by 0, that means not defined. Cosec theta is reciprocal of sin theta. So all the values of sin theta will be reversed in this column. So 0 when reversed will be 1 by 0, which is not defined. 1 by 2 will be 2 by 1, that is 2. 1 by root 2 will be root 2 by 1, that is root 2. Root 3 by 2 will be 2 by root 3. And then 1 will be 1 upon 1, that is 1 only. Same goes for sec theta, which is reciprocal of cos theta. So we'll have to reverse the values of cos. 1 by 1 will be 1, root 3 by 2 will be 2 by root 3. Then 1 by root 2 will be root 2 by 1, that is root 2 only. Then 1 by 2 will be 2 by 1, that is 2 only. And this 1 by 0 will be not defined, because anything in denominator is not defined. Now, cot theta is cos theta upon sin theta. So, we will divide values of cos with sin. So, 1 by 0 will be not defined because numerator is 0. Then root 3 upon 2 upon 1 by 2, and then 2's will get cancelled and we get only root 3. Then for cot 45 degrees, 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2, we get 1 as the answer. And for cot 60 degrees, 1 by 2 upon root 3 by 2, 2 gets cancelled with 2 and we get 1 upon root 3. For cot 90 degrees, 0 upon 1 will be 0. I am sure without putting much effort to remember these values, now you can write down the values of these particular angles in your rough work before starting any sums, and then you can use this table to solve as many questions as you want to. Now take a look at some examples to understand how do we use these values to solve the questions. So we'll take a few questions and solve them so that you know how you can use this table. And the first question is that we have to find out the values of sin 45 degrees and cos 45 degrees. So for this we'll pick up the values of sin 45 degrees from the table. So sin 45 is 1 by root 2. So we'll write down 1 upon root 2. Then we have plus, so we'll write plus. Then value of cos 45, which is again 1 upon root 2. So we'll write down 1 upon root 2. Now we have got the values. We just simply have to solve it. So the LCM of root 2's will be root 2. We have 1 plus 1 upon root 2, that is 2 by root 2. So if we rationalize this denominator, because in denominator we have the answer in square root, and if we want the denominator without a square root, we will multiply this root 2 with numerator and denominator both, so that we can remove the square root sign from denominator. So after rationalization we have 2 upon root 2 multiplied by root 2 in the numerator and denominator, and then we get the answer as 2 root 2 upon 2, then 2 gets cancelled with 2 and we have root 2 as the answer. Let's take another example. This time we have to calculate the values of 3 cot square 60 degrees plus sec² 45 degrees. So we'll write down 3 into cot 60 whole square. So cot 60 we have 1 by root 3. So we'll simply write down 1 by root 3 whole square, because we have cot square 60. So we'll square this one upon root 3 and then plus, then sec² 40 means sec 45 whole square. So value of sec 45 is root 2. So we'll write down root 2 whole square because we have sec² 45. Now we simply solve it. 3 into 1 by root 3 square is 1 by 3 plus root 2 square is 2. 3 gets cancelled with 3 and then we have 1 plus 2 which is 3. So our final answer is 3. Let's take one more example. Tan² 60 degrees plus 4 sin² 45 degrees plus 3 sec² 30 degrees plus 5 cos² 90 degrees upon cosec 30 degrees plus sec 60 degrees minus cot² 30 degrees. So quickly pick up the values of first tan 60 which is root 3, so square, so root 3 square plus 4 into sin 45 is 1 by root 2 and since it is sin square, so 1 by root 2 square, and then we have plus, then 3 multiplied by sec² 30, sec 30 is 2 by root 3, so we'll write down 2 root 3 whole square plus 5 cos² 90 and cos 90 is 0, so 0 square because it was cos square, so we'll put square on 0 also, then upon cosec 30 which is 2 plus sec 60 which is again 2 minus cot² 30, so cot 30 is root 3 and square, so root 3 whole square. So now solve this. Root 3 square is 3 plus 4 into 1 by root 2 square will be 1 by 2 plus 3 into 2 by root 3 whole square will be 2 to the 4th, root 3 into root 3 will be 3 plus 5 into 0 will be 0 upon 2 plus 2 4 minus root 3 square is 3. So in the numerator 2 gets cancelled with 4 and we get 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 0 upon 4 minus 3 which is 1, and then finally after adding 4, 3 and 2 we get 9 as the answer. Let's take another example which is a little different, in which we don't have to use the values directly. We are not given values of theta actually, but we have to compare these values with the table that we have. So the question is like, if cos A plus B is 0 degrees and cot A minus B is 30 degrees, then find the values of cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. So here if you consider cos A plus B as cos theta, they have already given you the value of cos theta. So you have to check in the table for what value of theta do we have 0, the answer. So for cos theta, when the value is 0, then cos theta is 90 degrees in the table if you see. So we can say that cos A plus B is equals to 0. This is equation number 1. And we know that cos 90 degrees is equals to 0. That is given to us in the table. So this is equation number 2. And if we compare equation 1 and equation 2, we can say that cos A plus B is equals to 0 and cos 90 is equals to 0. That means cos A plus B is equals to cos 90 degree. So cos get cancelled with cos and we have A plus B equals to 90 degrees. So we have got one linear equation in two variables. Now we have got another condition which is given to us, that cot A minus B is root 3. So it is given that cot A minus B is root 3, and we know that cot theta is root 3 when it is 30 degrees. So cot 30 is root 3. Now if we compare the equations 4 and 5, we can say that cot A minus B is root 3 and cot 30 is root 3. So that means cot A minus B is equals to cot 30, which means A minus B is equals to 30. And this is our equation number 6, which is another linear equation in two variables. Now to solve any to solve linear equation in two variables, we need two equations, and we have got two equations, equation number 3 and 4. So now we have various methods to solve linear equations also, but the simplest here would be to add them. Why? Because in first one we have A plus B, and in another one we have A minus B. When we'll add them, B and B will get cancelled. So the easiest way to solve these linear equations will be to add them. So add equation 3 and equation 6 and we get A plus B equals to 90 degrees, A minus B equals to 30 degrees, and we add them and we get 2A equals to 120 degrees. And from here we get the value of 120 by 2, which is 60. And when we place this value of A is equals to 60 in equation 3, we get 60 plus B equals to 90. That means B is equals to 90 minus 60, which is 30. Now we have the values of A and B, which are 60 and 30 respectively. Now we can use these values to calculate what is asked, that is cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. So now cos A will be A is 60 and B is 30. So we can say cos A is cos 60 and cos B is cos 30, and minus sin A, which means sin 60, into sin B, which means sin 30. So now simply put these values. Cos 60, if you pick from table, is 1 by 2, into cos 30 from the table we get root 3 by 2, minus sin 60 from the table we get root 3 by 2, into sin 30 from the table we get 1 by 2. Now solving these brackets, first we get root 3 upon 4 minus root 3 upon 4, which is 0. So answer to this question is 0. Now let's quickly check this answer using complementary angles formula. So we can write this cos 60 into cos 30 as cos 60 into cos 90 minus 60, that is 90 minus theta, minus sin 60 into sin 30 as sin 60 into sin 90 minus theta, that is sin 90 minus 60 degrees. Now we know that cos 60 into this cos 90 minus theta, we know that cos 90 minus theta is equals to sin theta. So cos 90 minus 60 will be sin 60. So we have cos 60 into sin 60 minus sin 60 into sin 90 minus theta, which is equals to cos theta. So here value of theta is 60 degree. So sin 90 minus 60 degree equals to cos 60 degrees. So now we have to subtract sin 60 into cos 60 from sin 60 into cos 60. So the answer will be 0, and that is what we have got. So checking also says that the answer is correct. Let's take another last example to make this concept very clear to you. We are given that if sin theta minus cos theta is equals to 0, find the value of sin raised to the power 4 theta plus cos raised to the power 4 theta. So we are given that sin theta minus cos theta is equals to 60 degrees. So if we take cos theta, transpose it to another side, we get sin theta is equals to cos theta. And when is sin theta and cos theta equal? When are sin and cos theta equal? They are equal when the value of theta is 45 degrees. So we can say that value of theta in this case is 45 degrees. So we can simply place the value of theta to find what is asked. So sin raised to the power 4 theta plus cos raised to the power 4 theta will be sin raised to the power 4 45 degrees plus cos raised to the power 45 degrees. And now we simply place these values from the table. So sin 45 is 1 by root 2. So raised to the power 4, because sin raised to the power 4 is given, plus cos 45 is again 1 raised to the 1 upon root 2 raised to the power 4, and then we know 1 root 2 raised to the power 4 is 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 4 times, and we get 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2, and finally we get 1 by 4. So we have 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2 is the answer. Thank you so much for showing your trust on me and watching this video. Hope you have a wonderful time and enjoy calculating your sums of trigonometry. And I'm sure after watching this video you'll find it's very easy to remember this table, which earlier must have been a very difficult task for you. So if you like the trick which I have shared in the beginning of the video, please share it with your friends, and if you have any doubt or if you have any other question related to this concept, please let me know in comment section so that I can help you out with that. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.